It's it's pretty much hitting 2 months, which I guess halfway in the trip in terms of semester. Approaching week 7, so yeah, pretty much halfway. So I thought I'd do sort of an update video, a little bit of a tips so far that I guess I can give, and like a reflection sort of thing. But yeah, so far it's been good. Like, one that doesn't know where I am, I'm in Hamilton, Ontario, which is an hour south of Toronto in Canada. It's a pretty nice city. Hard-working, like labour town. Also similar to Newcastle, it's like a steel city. Been pretty good. At first it was a lot warmer than I thought it would be. Sort of associate Canada with being cold, even though I did come in summer. And a lot of people told me it was quite unusual for it to be that warm. It was like low 30s for at least a week or so, and there was a few other quite warm days. Mid to late October now, it's starting to really cool off, like single digit days even sometimes. Good. I like the cold, pretty good. Everyone's so lovely, like the university at Master's pretty good. Sort of just going to give a little bit of a tips, just things to sort of reflect, to be a little bit different to what I normally do, which is going to be good. A tip I've got for most people who are going on exchange, like studying abroad, anywhere really, it's not particularly just for Hamilton. Organise where you're gonna live, not necessarily before, it does help, but at least go a week or so earlier, get a place to stay, and then try find places you already looked at through like exchange boards and housing board, Facebook groups, part of the university, because it is quite difficult sometimes. I was staying with the family for a month before I got the place I've got now. It was great, but I was an hour on the bus each way, so that was 2 hours out of my day. It's good, it's got its good pros and cons, But where I am now, I'm less than 10 minutes on the bus, or a 25-minute walk if I'm keen on doing that. But yeah, it's it would have been. I did look to get a place before I came for at least a month or so. It was quite difficult. I didn't have anything fall through, especially being on exchange for 4 months. No one wants to sign you up for 4 months when they know they can get someone for at least 8 or 12 months. So that was a big problem. Not say you're staying for 4 months and just do 8 or 12. If it's easier, and if you're going to get a place, and this place sublet to me from someone else. It's pretty good. Been at this place pretty much a month now. It's been going good. Location's really good. I've got a Food Basics, which is a supermarket like 5-minute walk away, and then a bigger one, Fortino's, which is not even 10 minutes the other side. So I'm pretty lucky with the location I've got. If you're alone, or even if you're with like one other person, I came solo, so I came here knowing no one. I knew nobody else here, which it's been one of the biggest steps, I guess, for the whole thing for me. Join any exchange sort of club or get involved with the university that you're at. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone's in the same boat as you. Everyone wants to meet people. I've met some really lovely people so far. Everyone's really nice. I'm in an exchange group at the moment, and we probably did more events in the first 2 weeks than we have over those coming weeks past that, but it's still been pretty good. It's really fun. There's definitely like, you come to see a select group of people that will get involved with the events compared to at the start where there's more people. Master as a university's pretty good actually. It's probably a little bit bigger than Newcastle University back home for me. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I'm studying communications, some arts, and communications has been really good. I've met a few people in the class as well, but mainly a lot of exchange people I've been hanging with. I've met a few other Australians, which is good. And it's always great to have a chat to them. Another tip I have, definitely research your city beforehand, like to get an idea of what it's like. Watch classic YouTube videos and other stuff, even like if you can find some videos on other people who have studied abroad in that city or even that university. I definitely did a lot of that. I was like about an hour from Toronto, which was good. I've been back and forth a little bit, seeing some music shows. There's some more coming up. I really want to go check out Toronto more. It's a really good city. Done a few things. I've done enough as I should have. I need to do some more sort of like photography, like missions, I guess, and a few hikes which have been really good. Like it's fall at the moment, so fall colours, and they're really good here. You got all the different colours and the leaves and whatnot. There's, you check out all the things you can do, get to know the city. It's pretty good. The art scene here is definitely improving. Bars and like craft beer places, which has been good, because I'm pretty into that. It's a little bit of a dirty city, but in a good way. When we came to Hamilton and why did you choose here? Why didn't you go somewhere else? And I find that quite funny, as I'd probably say the same thing about Newcastle sometimes. He's had a relationship where I could come here and study the same sort of courses I'm doing back home, which is one of the big things, and the dollar is really good. I wanted to go somewhere in Canada, so that's why I'm here. Alright, tip number 4. So there's probably a stage or another you're gonna feel homesick or whatnot. I knew I would at some stage, and a few of my friends would say it would be when you get sick. That definitely happened to me. It was the first few days when I moved into this place. I don't know I think it could have been the dust or something upset me. I got sick, and I felt pretty bad, and I just wanted to be in bed all day, and I just wanted to be back home. It's fine, you get through it. This time I've been away, even now, as long as time I haven't been for a surf. It's been 2 months. I haven't even been in the water. I would love to go back just for a day, but not have to fly. I'd love to go back and just go for a surf, catch up with my family and friends just for 1 day, and then come back. The biggest jump in sort of my life I've done so far. Tip number 5. Take every opportunity you can. Get involved with all the exchange events. Just look around online, on Facebook, get talking to people, get involved with the local markets or art scene, or I've been to a few things so far. People I didn't know, and it's been really good. You definitely want to you might go on exchange with another friend. There's good pros and cons of that. You're gonna have a friend, but then you can also stick together a lot. Being on your own, you're a lot more approachable. I've done so many things on my own that I'd never done back home. I eat at a nice place, or go to a bar and have a drink by yourself, or just do all these different things. And really, I always was able to do. I always knew I could. I really almost thrive off it. Or I can't believe it's already halfway. But just get involved. Talk to people. Interact, just spark up a conversation. I've had so many just little conversations, and I've met a couple of Australians just off the sly chance, and it's been great talking to all these different people. Tip number 6, use public transport. I hardly ever use public transport. The only time I really use it back home is going to Sydney, because it's way cheaper. Even though it's quite long, it's cheaper. So yeah, but here in Hamilton, particularly, the public transport is really good. When I was up on the mountain, which was where I was staying before, an hour away, the buses came every I think it was 25 minutes or something, and we get a free, it's paid in your tuition, but you get a free transport bus card. So I'm using the bus all the time. That's how I get around. The public transport is your friend. In my whole life, I haven't used it. I've used it so much here, more than I ever have before. Tip number 7 is ration your money. You're gonna be living on a budget. I've been going I got a loan sort of from the university, which goes on my HECS. So I have to pay it back, and I got 6,000, which, that's covered flights. But I'm also getting student allowance every 2 weeks. It's study allowance, which was a bit of a pain to organise, but it's been worth it. So that, all in all, that will cover pretty much my rent for the whole time, which is amazing. Yeah, ration well, use your student discount wherever you can. Tuesdays here is where the supermarkets do a discount for students. I get involved with that. I'll do like little shops in between that, but I'll do my big shop on Tuesdays. Look for the discounts, you know, don't overspend. You still want to eat well, like you still want a healthy diet, but I've been cooking a lot. Like I don't necessarily cook at home a lot, but like I can cook, and I've been cooking a lot here, which it's a little bit time consuming sometimes. Be able to go out, like being here in Canada, like this is gonna be different for everyone. You could be going to Europe, you could be going to America, you could be, you know, the dollar, our dollar to the Canadian dollar is quite strong compared to the other countries I could have went to, which is pretty good. Like obviously 2-minute noodles is like the go-to. I'll try not to have too much takeaway during the week, maybe like once or twice, to save money for events and whatever else is on. Going, like, fingers crossed, I'm going okay to be able to have money at the end to travel. So yeah, tip number 8, which is sort of the final tip, and then I'm gonna reflect a little bit. So as I've said before about, you know, researching and checking out your city, like organize little trips like in the area or the greater area while you're there. Like pretty good area, Toronto a few times. I need to go back. I had a reading week, so we had a week off last week, and that's when I went to New York. New York was really good. It was it's like 7-hour drive or 8-hour drive, but it was like an hour flight. It was really short, expensive, short, but that was really good. I might be doing a Montreal weekend trip, and then another one I want to do is Halifax. We've got like Ottawa and Quebec City, and like you got Detroit. We're pretty close to like a lot of the eastern side stuff. Just do little trips and, you know, check out things, like get involved with other people and, you know, socialize and see what they want to do, and, you know, meet up and do other trips. Alright, so this video's probably been a little bit quite long, actually. A little bit different to what I normally put out on my YouTube channel. Making videos for like 2 years, and obviously I'm not on the grind. I'm not trying to, like, obviously I would love to build up a channel, but, you know, I'm sort of just doing this. It's like, I like to document everything, and I'm thankful for it one day. I may not be now, but my friends don't necessarily do what I do, and I'm sort of like, you know, getting involved with that at the moment, which I did do when I was younger. But anyway, sort of at the halfway mark, you know, incredible. A really great experience. A little bit of anxiety before I came in terms of like, I didn't have a place to stay necessarily for the whole time. I didn't realize it ended up being like a month before I found a proper place. But one of my courses is a little bit difficult. It's like a double course or double unit or whatever. It's a little bit full on, but the other ones are quite good, fun, and like something I haven't done before, but easy to get around. It's quite big at first. There's always a lot of people. It's been really good. I've met some really lovely people. Probably the biggest thing for me is like, you know, I was living at home before I came by myself. I'm studying full-time still, you know, but it's something I knew I can handle. Like, it's not for everyone. I definitely see some of my friends doing it, but then I'd also see a lot of my friends who are from home as I can be. Like, it's 15 hours time difference at the moment. Like, I still want to travel. Like this, even though I've only done New York, and it wasn't up until I did the trip to New York that I really felt like I'd done anything. Once I did New York, I really got into it. I got to get the marks still at university, and then when I finish like mid-December, going home for Christmas, probably mid-January, I'm gonna do the snow. California, I've been looking into it lately. That'll be the longest time I will be away. I'm away for my birthday, which is coming up in November. You know, keep in contact with everyone, and, you know, I'm not that far away really, but this video's been good, sort of reflecting and, you know, giving some tips. You know, it's all obviously a little bit more specific to Hamilton for me, but there's still some stuff to take away for any sort of like studying abroad, I guess. I've got a New York video, like film, coming out maybe next week or whatever. Filming as much as I like, whenever I can, sort of putting it all together. Not necessarily like once a week I'll film a few things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not too long. Yeah, peace.